Hi everyone, John Besancon here, and I would like to share with you part 4 of my administrative project for ELPP 6050 with Dr. Katie Herbold. The title of my project is Increasing Student Involvement in School Activities. The problem we are facing at our school is the number of students involved in school activities, whether it's a club or a sport, is minimal compared to the total school population. With fewer students involved in activities, it creates a less positive school environment and reduced academic performance from the students. The goal for this project is to involve both students and their families in the decision-making process as to the activities the school should offer. Students who participate in activities are more focused on academics as well as upholding the integrity of the school. Involved families create a more positive school community, and involved families also offer more support for their children. The purpose of this project is to increase student involvement in the activities that the school offers. This increases student motivation. It actually gives the students something to look forward to when they come to school. That way, if they're in a certain club and they know it meets on Tuesdays, they have something to look forward to. It's like, hey, I better get to school, club meets today. If I don't show up, the advisor won't let me be in the meetings because I wasn't in school. So you can't just show up after school and say, hey, I was here, because they generally check your attendance. And also, if you have a sport, those are almost every day of the week. And that way, most coaches, if you are not in school, you don't get to participate in practice. And then if you miss school on a game day, you're automatically disqualified from participating in the game. So it actually motivates them to get to school, to get to class, so that they can actually go do the activity that they want to do. And this leads to increased academic performance. Because they're in school more and because they have someone checking up on them, their grades tend to go up. Many of the clubs and activities have minimum grade requirements. I know athletics, because I coached the girls soccer team for several years, you have to have a 2.0 GPA just to try out. And that is from the previous semester of school. So that means you have to finish one semester and have a minimum 2.0 in order just to try out for the season you're looking forward to. And then while you're in there, you have to maintain grades. Otherwise, you can be put on probation, or if you don't get your grades up, you can be kicked off the team. And if you're in a sport, you're looking at least half the year, because you have 1 quarter to get the GPA so you can try out, and roughly 1 quarter of season. So right away you've got half a year where you have to maintain good grades, which will lead to habits where they'll keep grades up the whole time. Also, it increases their pride in the school. Since they are on a team or in a club, they take great pride in that, and they want to become, it helps them become part of the school, and they want to protect it and take care of the school because, hey, I actually do something here and now it matters. The school becomes a valuable commodity to them that they know in order to participate, they got to do the right thing to keep going. A secondary purpose of this study is to increase the family involvement in school decisions. Since we're asking for parents to help decide what activities they may like to see their own kids get involved in, I'm willing to bet that when the students come home, the parents or the families or guardians, whoever the student goes home to, they'll say, hey, the school contacted us. We said that we wanted to see this. What do you think about that? And automatically it creates a dialogue, and the family support and the walls are broken down, because a lot of parents and children don't like talking about school. So if you can get in through the back door that way by talking about the activities. Also, by getting the families involved, it gives the families a sense of ownership and belonging to the school. They're like, hey, the school really checked. They want to know what we think. That's kind of cool, because usually they just call home when you're misbehaving, but now they actually want us to give some input as to what's going on. This also leads to the families that will support the school. Since they help make the decisions, they're going to take more pride in it. They're going to be more willing to help and be like, hey, we asked you to do this and you did great. Do you think you could maybe do a little bit of this? They'd be more willing to help, because now they're involved in the school decisions and they see the value that the school puts on their decision-making capabilities. A third purpose that resulted in this study is an increased community involvement It wasn't intentionally my plan to go out and get community support because I just want to deal with the students and the parents. However, since you ask the parents will talk to each other, and then also when they're at the store, they'll talk to the people at the stores that are around there. And so the families and then the stores are all the community around the school, and they've now talked about that the school asked them for input and decision making, and it really creates a valuable resource for students. I foresee a lot of clubs and sports actually getting out into the community and be able to get like sponsorships or maybe donated items that they may need. So a side effect of talking to the families is created more community involvement. The learning objectives that I picked up from this course and by doing this project was learning the importance of the role of the student. Utilizing the student to get input to help determine the activities, choices. It really makes the students active participants in their own education. So it's really important to get the students involved. Secondly, and probably one of the biggest ones, is the role of administration to be an educational leader. You have to take risks in order to lead a school in a new direction. It was risky to not only ask the students, but to ask families to get involved. And I learned how to handle the challenges of staffing for these new activities. And besides that, I did learn how to gather and analyze data to form administrative decisions instead of like test data from a classroom. Here are 3 of the many resources that I looked at while researching this project. I picked these 3 because they fit the demographics of my school very closely. We did look at a whole lot, but these are the 3 I chose. Well, thanks for watching, and I hope everyone had a great time doing this project. We'll see you soon.